Hey y'all, welcome back to another episode of Chilling with the Johnson.
Yeah, episode 2.
Episode 2. This one may get a little bit emotional, it's a bit personal. I know we're not the only couple that's going through this, so tonight's topic is about should you discuss infertility and kids before you get married.
But yeah, so I definitely feel like you should definitely discuss kids because, well, first of all, while at work, I realized some people like don't really want to have kids, and I didn't know that I was really a thing. Like a few of my coworkers, like with girlfriends, they're like, "Yeah, I got a girlfriend, but yeah, I ain't having kids." I'm like, how you don't want kids? And I mean, they're like, "Yeah, I don't want to have kids. I just want, but I will get married and all that cool stuff." I'm like, dang, that's crazy. Because, me, I definitely want to have kids just because of the strength. I just want to see what it's like to, have somebody depend on me. I want to be able to go to the basketball games and the nigga say, "Hey, who your son?" "Oh, yeah, he number 21 out there." Okay, yeah. I want all that. So I definitely, I definitely feel like you should talk about having kids before you get married because you need to see where somebody's headspace at.
Yeah. But if you all didn't know, or if you haven't seen my previous videos, I recently got diagnosed. Well, I could say recently because it was, 4 months ago? 4, 5 months ago? I got diagnosed with PCOS, and PCOS is polycystic ovary syndrome. You have cysts on your ovaries, and you may grow facial hair, you have irregular periods, whatever, you can Google it. So it's gonna be like kind of difficult for us to conceive unless I do some lifestyle changes or just take different supplements and stuff like that. So that's what we've been dealing with. And I've been beating myself up about it. And even before I even got diagnosed, I have really bad periods. And I would go to the doctor and they was like, "Oh yeah, we see a few cysts on your ovaries. You shouldn't be worried about it," because every time I went to the doctor, that was like around the time my cycle was supposed to come on. So they just thought one just grew there because my cycle was coming on. So I was like, okay, so I didn't really, they said you're healthy, so I really didn't look too much into it. So a couple of months before the wedding, I would ask Jared, like, "Do you still want to get married to me if I can't have kids or whatever?" Because Jared, he loves kids and he wants to have kids. So I didn't want that to stop him from, experiencing that with someone if it wasn't me. I don't want to be selfish. I just want to put that out because I've seen a lot of movies and the men, they be like, "Oh yeah, I'm cool with it," and stuff like that, and then they go cheat and start their own family, and the wife just sitting there feeling like less than because she couldn't give that to her husband. And it was just like, dang. And I was like, before we say I do, you're not gonna hurt my feelings will be hurt for sure. Like, this is the love of my life. But if you want to have kids, you can go on with somebody else.
Yeah, bro, she came in with that, and I'm like, bro, first of all, we not speaking on that negativity. It's too many success stories out here to even be dwelling on something that we ain't even been just necessarily trying to do. So, definitely when I found out, it was like, when anything, you got trials and tribulations with everything. So it was just like, oh, dang, okay, well, sometimes you got to kind of view life as, it could be worse, or, somebody done did it before me. So, you got to just stay faithful. Because even if it is hard, it does take a few years, when it does happen, it's gonna feel that much sweeter when we holding that baby in our hands. So, it was definitely something when Queen first asked me, I'm like, why do you keep asking me that? And it was kind of before she told me she had PCOS because, a little backstory, but when we first, started dating and stuff, man, Queen used to have, I done been around, I had girlfriends, I done seen girls on the period or whatever. Of course they be going through it, but Queen be going through it. Boy, I be like, you ain't supposed to rub her back, and she out there, her and cry. I'm like, golly, I don't know what to do. I'm just sitting there looking stupid. And then, but for her to finally get the understanding of why her peers have been like that, and
gaining weight.
Yeah, when everything made sense, and then she's able to read stuff and get in different Facebook groups or whatever, or Instagrams, and just see the symptoms. And besides Dr. Google, because y'all know she loves Dr. Google, them her folks. If y'all know who Dr. Google is, Dr. Google is when you go on your my chest beating fast. Let me go on Dr. Google right quick. Let me Google this. Oh, what happened when your chest beat fast?
You have a stroke.
Oh, you gonna have a heart attack. I was like, you're not gonna have no heart attack. But they say right here. I said, bro, chill out and get your ass off Google. And that's kind of what it is, man. You all gonna see all the negativity, because of course that's the devil. That's that's what they gonna highlight, negative stuff. The worst. But you gotta just think, nah, that ain't gonna happen to me. And if it does, and God sees fit for us to, doesn't see fit for us to have kids and wants us to use our successes in life to do things for other people in our lives, other loved ones. I guess that's just gonna be what it is. But that's so far out of my mind, I'm not even thinking about that right now, because me and Queen gonna have some kids, and that was going on. And until further notice, that's all I know about. And yeah, but definitely, like, always just, gotta keep your head on straight and stay focused and keep your mind on the right thing, and don't get in the gutter. Fellas, if, I don't know how many men actually watch Queen's channel, but if your girl going through, what we gotta do, bro. We gotta rub her back, make sure she's straight, cause, she sit around all day thinking about it, Googling it, on TikTok, on Instagram, on Facebook. That's what they do. They kind of take things different from the way men take it. Us, we're going to just kind of view it, see it for what it is, and then, we're going to try to put it in the back of mind. We're just going to try to do better. But, females, they're going to dwell on us. Queen looks at it maybe every day.
I do.
Oh, yeah. And so, it's my job to say, babe, we're going to be straight. We're going to be straight. Everything going to be straight. She out there going to read the crazy stuff. She's going to say, babe, but they said. I don't really care what them folks said. We got other stuff we out here trying to do, and that was going on. But definitely, though, back to the original. You gotta talk about having kids, because, it could be the make or break for some folks.
Yeah, it can be.
It could be the make or break. But I feel like it's the make or break if you was on some, like, single and you like 37, and you out here trying to find a woman who had kids with you. Like, hey, okay, it's over with. But in your 20s, 30s, man, God's still in control. God always in control. So, you just gotta ride with him. He got you.
And we can use, like, JENNIE and her ex-husband's story, because she kept stressing to that man, she do not want kids. She do not want kids. And he just kept stressing her. So it just made, she started to resent him, because it's just like, why don't you want what I want? I don't want kids. And if y'all watch her, I love JENNIE. She had problems as a young child. So of course, if I had those same problems too, I wouldn't want kids. And so it's probably other things that, led to their divorce, but that was probably one of the main reasons why they divorced, because she didn't want kids. And as soon as they divorced, he got him somebody and got him some kids. And now she, JENNIE, she had her child with someone because she found that person who loved her and changed her outlook on, wanting to have kids. When I first started dating Jared and he told me he didn't want kids, I don't think.
When did I tell you that?
I'm using that as an example. Like, if you told me that you didn't want kids,
I'm like,
I wouldn't try to pursue him any longer, because deep down I want kids. I love kids and I want to have them. So it's just like, you can't force nobody to do something that you don't want to do. Or it's just like, oh, I'm gonna stay afloat, they gonna change their mind in a few years, we gonna have this baby. No, you can't do that to nobody. If they're telling you they don't want kids, find you somebody else.
Yeah, you better. Yeah. Cause you definitely hey, I be out here going to see my niece from time to time, and baby D on the go. Devin and Tion, shout out to y'all folks, cause y'all out there putting that work in, cause baby D, she turned them pandemic baby, they a little different now. Them folks are saying it, but I believe them folks. She different, and and it definitely takes some, if you gotta be all in when it comes to raising kids and building a family, cause it takes a lot to make a successful, human being out here. Person who really got their mind on straight, thinking right, moving right, ready to enter life and make the best of it, all their opportunities, everything like that. You gotta make sure you going into making a baby with the right person. Y'all got the right goals, same goals in mind, because some folks be out here thinking whatever they want to and just be going with the flow and just make a baby. But make sure you got somebody you like-minded with before you make some babies, because y'all need to be believing in the same things and got the same wants for your kids and all that good stuff. Hey man, shout out to Georgia Bulldogs. We finally got our championship. It's been 40 years. All y'all haters out there, Alabama fans, y'all come see about us because we come back for another ring. That's a little insert for the people.
Whatever. I'm gonna keep it 100. I'm gonna keep it.
Was this a question somebody asked you from the?
Yeah, they said, when do I want to to have kids?
Man, we want them right now.
Yeah.
We want them right now.
We want it right now.
Swear that baby, big God. Please look out for us.
But
I'm telling you right.
I get it. A lot of people's like, just keep praying and keep praying. I'm just telling you, like, that was a feeling that I had once I got my diagnosis. It was just like, I feel like it was the end of the world. But now that I've been on TikTok, and when I posted my reel on Instagram, a lot of people DM'd me and left in the comments a lot of supplements I could take to get pregnant. They said Mucinex. What else they said? Shoot.
And shout out to y'all, man, because I really appreciated that, man, because my wife was really over here, racking her brain, kind of, taking all it on herself, because she really didn't have anybody to go to. Because, back in the day, our grandparents, our mom and them, some of them, they don't experience the same things we experience nowadays. Things aren't as normal because we got different diseases, different things going on. So sometimes, auntie, your mom and them might be like, girl, you all right, you just over exaggerating. And but if the doctor's telling you this was going on, you just want support from somewhere. So, when Queen reached out, because I was kind of on the fence about it. I was like, babe, you sure you want to put them folks in your business? I mean, I get it, but you really want folks in your business like that? But she was like, yeah, I don't really care, I know other people going through it, and, it kind of made me say, you right, babe. We aren't the only people that's going through this, and we're not going to be the only people to ever go through it. So she put it out there. Boom, instantly somebody reached out to her and said, hey, look to this group. And it's a support group of a whole bunch of women, a community of women who all got PCOS. And man, it really just made me feel good on the inside. I don't even think I told Queen this, because I was just glad, like, okay, boom. At least you can look to some women to see, oh yeah, they had this happen to them, or, this their success story. This a mother of 3, and she's had PCOS the whole time, mother of 2, It's people who got, beautiful families out here that were able to, push through it and, put God first, because that's who got the last saying it all. At the end of the day, is God, and He gonna bless you, and that's what you need to just stay faithful on and stay focused on, because He's gonna bless you and He's gonna give you your time.
Yeah. And I know a lot of people's like, it's gonna come. I mean, that was just, I'm just opening up, and that's just a feeling that I have. But now that I've had time to process it, I feel really good about it. I've recently started taking these supplements, and usually my period be on for months. I started taking it, off for months. I started taking these literally the 3rd day I started bleeding. And I'm like, okay, we getting somewhere. Now it's just dragging it out. It's been on too long. It's supposed to went off Thursday, and today is Sunday. So what you finna do? But I'm just happy that it's coming on. I feel like the reason why it's on long because it's been backed up. I haven't been on for a good minute, so it's doing what it need to do. I know it's other, options we can do, probably IVF, but I really don't want to do IVF. Trust me, I've seen lots and lots of YouTube videos on IVF, and those ladies be going in depression. Those hormones be bumping because the pills I can't pronounce it, progesterone.
They gonna jet some words up.
Pills I was on that my doctor gave me. I did not like how those pills made me feel. I was emotional. The game is on if y'all see him looking this way. But
the game is on. Y'all know it's playoff season. Yeah, come on now.
Whatever.
But look, shout out to me because I said, yeah, babe, we can do it while the game is on. Some folks ain't doing that.
Look, honey, pay attention. So I was taking those pills and I just did not like how it made me feel. And Jerry was like, what's wrong with you? Like, I'd be snappy. Like snapping at him, and he like, what's up, bro? Like, why you doing it? And I would be so exhausted. Like, when I take those pills, I'd be so sleep. I'd be at work at the desk like this, like bumping my head because they just make me so tired. And these pills that I'm taking now, period came on 4 days and I have energy. I do not feel tired. My little stomach going down a little bit. I don't have facial hair, but the little fuzz I have.
Now you better get no facial hair now.
The little fuzz, kind of going away.
I'm shallow now. You can't get no beard.
We can get lined up together.
No, we cannot.
We can't.
We can't do that.
So you gonna leave?
You can't.
It might grow.
Bro, I'm telling you now.
Well,
we ain't doing no beard.
Well, save your money so you can give me laser.
We're gonna have to do something because you can't have no facial hair.
Well,
I'll pull them out.
But yeah, so I feel really, I feel confident about these pills I'm taking, and I feel like we're gonna have a little baby in the future, so
babies.
And I'm gonna keep it 100 again, just telling you my feelings. I'm like, oh, I'm gonna be outlining the wedding, but my period never came on. So I was getting a little excited. Like I'm like, ooh, I said I should be drinking. Like I was like, ooh, I should be drinking because I was like, I might be pregnant already. So my period never came on. I was like, dang. So I was just waiting. So September 4th, I took a pregnancy test and it said no. And I was a little bummed. I was crushed. I was like, whatever. So a couple of days later, me and my sister, we was at lunch and she was like, I got something to tell you. And I was like, what? She was like, I'm pregnant. I was like, for real? She was like, yeah. I was like, it was kind of like a, dang, like I wish that was me. But I was like, I still am. And I was so happy for her, but it was just like a, kind of thing. It was like, well, I can't, where's my baby? So my period still haven't came on. So by October, I said, let me go to the doctor. So I went to the doctor and she ran some tests, went back the next week. She was like, you have PCOS. She did all the little tests and stuff and she was like, you have PCOS. And I just felt like it was just the end of the world. And she was like, I'm gonna put you on these pills, your period should come on, and hopefully it'll, come on naturally after you take it. And it was just like, I kind of went into a little depression because it was like, what I'm gonna do? I done got married to this man, and I can't get him no kids. That's all I was just worrying about, because it was just like I was reading all this. Oh yeah, it took me about 5-10 years. I was just like, ooh. And it's just like, yeah, I'm still trying 30 years later. I'm like, 30? Excuse me. I said 30, and it's like 30 years. I just give up. It's just like, sorry to be like that, but
30 years is over.
That's I'm sorry, I can't. So it's just like, oof. But
by 30 years, we just gonna go and just get the drop top and go rich aunt and uncle on them and be done with it.
Yeah, I told Jerry, I said we can't have kids or whatever. We just gonna travel.
You gotta love my godson, nieces, nephews. That's all.
My cousin, he got a lot. I can love on. I love them like they my nephews.
Everybody around us having kids.
Everybody having kids. So it's just like I'll just be that auntie that just spoil the kids if need be. But I definitely feel like before, you know, you get married, I feel like you should go to the doctor just to make sure everything is working properly, just so you can know what routes you may need to go. And it's not like the man gonna, you know, leave you. Like some men, they be like that, like, oh, you can't give me no kid, deuces. But long as you know what's in store beforehand, you'll know where to go.
Man, fellas too, man, we gotta do better. Cause you know, we be on the, oh, my girl go to the doctor, she's straight, so I'm straight wave, and you know, we gotta hang that up. And I too am challenging myself, and you know, trying to do better, go to the doctor and get myself seen about. Cause living off the she's straight, I'm straight lane is trash. But we all do it, you know. So you know, don't judge me, judge your mama.
And then again, it might not even be me, it might be you.
No, so
your sperm count might be low.
I'm hitting over here.
You don't know that.
I'm hitting.
You don't know. You need to go to the doctor.
I'm hitting.
You need to go to the doctor.
I'm gonna go.
Jay, I've been trying to get this man to go to the doctor for years, and he has yet to go. He has yet to win. When we first started dating, I told him to go to the doctor just to see if he got diabetes. So he went to the eye doctor, and they checked his eyes, and they told him, oh yeah, you don't have no diabetes. So he was like, oh shoot, I'm good. I don't have no diabetes. I'm like, you need to go take some real tests.
This boy, I was legit. I'm gonna go though.
I said, go see about yourself. I said, you don't have to get the finger up there yet to see your prostate.
Man,
go see about yourself. He need to go.
Hey man, well, this was episode 2. So y'all tell us how y'all feel about this one, and then drop some more topics, because we're gonna keep coming with the topics. We'll add to it, but definitely, you know, tell your sister, brother, cousin, auntie, co-worker, whoever. Come on, get with the game. Like, comment, and subscribe, and get with the channel, man. We fire. I told y'all we fire, y'all. Come on now. I'm gonna holler at you.
You made it.